On today's episode of The Front Row, we are with Lisa Garner Santa and Melissa Grimes, who are going to tell us about Artbeat, the Sidewalker Saga. Welcome to you both. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Excited to be here.
Clint.
Great. So, Lisa Garner Santa, let me begin with you. What is Artbeat, the Sidewalker Saga?
The Sidewalker Saga is a community and university partnership that will be held on May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day, in the spirit of creativity and collaboration on 26th Street between Canton and Elgin from 1 to 4 p.m. We are, so when I say we, I'm talking about Texas Tech University, the College of Visual and Performing Arts, the School of Music, and faculty members from dance and theater and art. We're coming together with the Tech Terrace Unit Neighborhood Association and Studio West in an arts offering, interdisciplinary arts offering of music, theater, and dance that engages with our neighborhood community.
Wow. That's a lot. And I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. So you're going to celebrate a neighborhood by bringing all of these art organizations together. That's unique. I've never seen that before. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And not only are we celebrating a neighborhood, we are a sister neighborhood to Texas Tech University. So we think of ourselves that way. And as part of this, this is our 100-year anniversary of our neighborhood. And in that capacity, we set forth certain initiatives at the beginning of the year for events and moments that we'd like to see created within our neighborhood. Those would engage and be focused on engagement, communication, connection, inclusivity, and good neighboring. Those are really part of our initiative. So when all of this came about, we were stirring ideas within our own neighborhood. Lisa, who is a good neighbor also, and a collaborative friend of mine, I sat down one day, I was sharing with her about this, and voila, really her connection was so significant, her connection, and immediately she saw an opportunity, and we have been wanting to really collaborate in some capacity with the university, and particularly this particular college, of visual and performing arts. And we knew that there was so much in there, and we also knew that art is the way that we connect. This is a beautiful pathway to bringing people together. So Lisa and I sat down one afternoon, long conversation. She comes up with an idea. I want her to be able to spin how this really turned into something she felt that she could execute, because truly the university and this connection is creating a dream capacity for us. Because one of the things I do want you to understand, and I want everyone to understand, is that this is an event that we believe has legs. And what we want to do in our efforts and our focus to become really good neighbors is to take these sister neighborhoods and next year bring it into another neighborhood. So one of the things you'll hear from us is that we've invited 5 different schools, 2 that are in our neighborhood, 3 other elementary schools that are close and nearby. A couple of those schools are schools that will be eliminated. Soon. They were neighborhood schools, and so we wanted to really include those kiddos as part of this, and to imagine that we could learn a lot from this, that we could create this kind of joy and uplift and connection and take it, sort of move it forward, pay it forward, is really exciting for us as a neighborhood. And so that's part of our 100-year look as well.
So this began, the impetus was the 100-year celebration of Tech Terrace.
It kind of was. It was the opportunity, at least.
Okay, right, yeah. And for the folks who don't know, Tech Terrace is the neighborhood which is adjacent to Texas Tech on the south.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And then you were able to bring in all of these organizations to help do this, right?
Yeah. So the team is a small but powerful team. We're very lucky to have Mallory Pruka on the team. She's a professional chalk artist and has put together, I think, 10 chalking teams for the event. Also, Chris Olson.
So we're talking sidewalk art.
Yes, sidewalk
right.
art.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, great.
and we have many of our neighbors who have donated their driveways to be the canvas for the chalk art. So this is going to be fantastic. There'll also be some chalking education stations for chalkers of all ages. So you don't have to be a professional chalk artist to participate in this. You can be 2 or you can be 90. We want this to be accessible to all of the neighborhood and the tech family, and Chris Olson is also offering Miss Chris and Friends show, which will have I think Coyote Morris dance. They'll be joined by C3PO for a very special moment. There will be an aerial dance station that won't be participatory from the silks piece of it, but it'll be there to enjoy. And I believe Princess Leia is making an appearance there. And then there'll be lots of live music. So the School of Music students, our Amy Ferris songwriting class students, will be performing some of the creations that they've worked on throughout the semester. We also have some of our music theater students performing a set of music theater show tunes, and we also have our Bachelor of Applied Arts and Commercial Music ensemble performing some rock band pieces for us. So lots of different things going on.
So it's a party, but on a huge scale and really sophisticated too, right?
It is sort of a party with a purpose.
Yeah.
And enjoyment. We do. She mentioned CP3O. We also have a lot of professional, I'm going to say they really are pretty professional level, from the 501st Legion coming in different costumes. And so we've invited kids and families to dress up in any sort of costume. It doesn't necessarily have to be Star Wars in terms of topic, but sometimes just putting something fun on our head, makes us feel a little bit more mischievous in all the good ways that might inspire great chalking. Right. And I did want to mention some of our chalk artists, because we have teams from many different sources. So certainly the School of Theater and Dance, the School of Art at Texas Tech University, also South Plains College, Charles Adams Studio Project, Board and Brush, who is a neighbor, in our particular shopping center, they're representing, and professional artists. And the idea is that, yes, chalkers can form their own teams, and they can also come in and will be welcomed to participate in a professional's chalk representation, right, which is really exciting, so that they're learning a little bit of something about professional chalk art and having fun. And Mallory, who you mentioned, Lisa, has been so pivotal in helping us pull some of these folks together. And just today, she reached out to me wanting to send a little more information to her chalk artists, because she said these people are taking this very seriously, and they want to just understand, are we really following all the mission and directive of the art? And I could not love that more, because it is such a level of professionalism brought down to a real, like a neighborhood block party level, if that makes sense. And then kind of like inviting all the neighborhoods to come join us.
But we shouldn't be intimidated. We should enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Even if we're up against pros.
The whole idea is there's no perfection here. It's like life. It represents life. It's a process of what do we do? How do we share what we do? How do we see something differently in art? One of our artists is Destiny is going to be creating kind of an interactive hopscotch sort of kind of thing, so that on each of the positions on the path, kids and families can just follow what you're, the thing to do. So a lot of interaction, like Lisa mentioned, our neighbors being so gracious. The schools, Roscoe Wilson has invited us to chalk along their south side there. We're just really super excited about all of this, and the idea is to connect and, yes, Clint, have a really good time.
Right. Right. And Lisa Garner Santa, you're part of that neighborhood.
I
so,
am.
So is your vested interest
Yes.
that you want this to happen? Are you offering your driveway?
I'm not quite in the right block. Otherwise, I absolutely would. I absolutely would.
So tell us what else. Have we missed anything that's going to be taking place?
Well, I want everybody to know that it's free to attend, so it's open to the public. Also, there'll be on-site registration, and that's just to help us gather a little bit of information about who's attending, so that maybe this could support grant applications in the future, so that we can continue the work that we're doing in other surrounding neighborhoods, not just Tech Terrace. And so for those first 100 that show up, they get a free T-shirt, and it's like super soft cotton with this. I know the listeners can't see, but we have wonderful artwork created by Karina Dozel in the marketing department of the School of Music, and it is prairie dogs dressed in Star Wars costumes in a Star Wars poster arrangement, and it's so creative and fun, and I think really captures the playfulness of the event. So again, that's on May the 4th.
1 to 4.
1 to 4 this coming Sunday, and between Canton and Elgin, and
On 26th Street.
On 26th Street,
Right.
And we're just really looking forward to more deeply connecting with our university community and our residential community and the Lubbock community in this fun, creative, and meaningful way.
All right. Thank you so much, Lisa Garner Santa, Melissa Grimes. Thank you so much for informing us about this wonderful event that's going to take place and for being our guests on the show today.
Thank you, Clint.
Thank
Our
you.
pleasure.